Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I'm Devin from Accent Auto Detailer, and today I'm doing my first outside wash. What I mean is washing the car outside of the garage, pulled out the pressure washer, and just thought I'd film it for you guys. Today we're going to be using a product called Hydro02, and in this video I say something like ECH2O or Echo 2 or something like that. It's a different product, and I was completely wrong. So anytime I say anything like that, it's Hydro 2, and this is what it is. It's a wipeless silica spray from CarPro. Basically a spray and rinse product with ceramic in it. First time I'm using it on this car. I used it once on my Honda, and figured I'd try it out. For some reason the mic wasn't recording, so that's okay. Things happen. When you start your pressure washer for the first time in a long time, it's a good idea to just put the hose in it and then let the water run through it like that. There's nothing dry inside the motor, and then make sure there's no air in the pressure washer hose too. So connect everything, run the water through it, pull the trigger, let the water go through until you see all the air bubbles go out, and then you're basically ready to go. For some reason, one of my tips wasn't working and I couldn't find my 40-degree nozzle. So I had to find another 15-degree tip, which is not ideal for washing cars. Really good for maybe wheels, let's say. But when you wash cars, you don't need extremely high pressure. You want something like 40 degrees. That's okay. You make do with what you have. So we're just going to do like a, chemical rinse chemical with just rinseless wash. And it's pretty simple. Here I'm cleaning the wheels. They're kind of old. They're maybe 5 or 6 years old. They're matte black, and they don't clean super well. It happens. So I just have my wheel and tire cleaner with a little bit of fine remover in it, and it does the job. I'm not expecting perfection, but that's basically it. So there you go. Hope you enjoy. All right, so all 4 wheels are done, and the rinseless is dried on the car just fine. And what's next is we're going to rinse the car, reapply rinseless wash, go in for our contact wash. Pretty simple. Let's do it. Well, you've seen up close all of the imperfections, and that's what happens. This car is 12 years old. It's a Mazda, and it's lived in Quebec its whole life. So a lot of rust spots, and a lot of dings and rock chips and all that stuff. Sand in the road and solid pieces of salt trucks kick up when they drive in front of you. people not being careful and hitting their door on yours, or just people hitting you like they did on the side of the car and just drive away. Still waiting on my insurance company for that. I refuse to polish in case someone comes from the insurance company to inspect the damage, and it doesn't look that bad because I removed some of the surface scratches. I don't want any of that. So I didn't even touch it. All I did was spray wax, wash and spray wax. Anyway, here I'm just reapplying Rinseless wash. You do chemical, rinse, chemical. And I'm not in my garage. I wanted to wash outside. Finally enjoy the weather. And I kind of miss being in the garage because the setup was so quick and simple. Had my hose, and my products there. Anyway, so I get to washing. Start with the roof. Nice and simple. I'm a short dude, so sometimes the roof is a little hard for me to reach. Well, that's okay. There we go. Flip the sponge. Always pick up the blade. There's always junk at the bottom. And clean the blade. There we go. That's it. Repeat the process everywhere else. Work it in the bucket. Give it a half squeeze. Keep going. It's finally summer. Not summer, but there's finally no more snow on the road. And you can enjoy being outside without being frozen to death. And I do like washing cars outside. Being out in the, well, I was going to say in the nature and the elements, but you know, just being outside, not surrounded by cement walls or brick walls or chip rock or whatever. One of the wash bays I used to work at was in the basement of a dealership, so there was no sunlight anywhere. You can imagine how fun that was. This is the side that had the ceramic coating, so we're also going to get a little look at how it's doing. Seems to be doing pretty good, considering there's a lot of road film on here. I'm using just a rinseless wash, no harsh chemicals, and I haven't washed it in weeks. I took a little hiatus. Some family came from overseas and just enjoyed life for a moment. It's not easy doing YouTube videos all the time because you gotta spend a few hours filming and then a few hours editing and then a few hours convincing yourself that the video is finished and ready to be published. And then do that multiple times a week. A lot on the soul, man. I love Rinseless wash because of the simplicity. One chemical does almost everything you need safely. In case you can't tell, this feels really slick. It's not like, you know, slide off. Like the car's dirty, so some of that dirt's gonna hold on to it. It's getting sucked into the sponge. But it feels really slick. In case you guys haven't seen this before. This is a, I don't know, something like a 20-year-old bucket. I've had this since I started detailing, and I will not give up on it until it breaks. Since my first car I detailed outside in my parents' driveway, till now, with my very own garage and driveway, but you know, through thick and thin, you know? Just gonna do this bottom half one more time. It's definitely contaminated. I feel it. This car goes through a lot of city driving. So I'm on the brakes quite a bit. So some of that could be tire pickup, or it could be brake dust from me, or it could be brake dust from the guy in front of me. All I know is that it's contaminated, but that's okay. You don't have to decontaminate cars every single time you wash them. People who say they only do the full decon and all that stuff every time they detail a car, that's okay. There you go, much better on the second go. Just picking up. This is not a perfectly polished car, so I'm not afraid of marring it. If there's any marring that happens, it's okay. It's a 12-year-old car, it's not a show car, it's a daily driver. If you have a daily driver, don't try to get it to be perfect paint. Do that if you're going to put it in a museum and never touch it. But daily drivers get scratched up, they get swirled. You wash them more, so they're going to get, over the years, they're going to get swirled up. Before winter, I just did a very light polish on it with a finishing pad and a finishing polish. Just a very light polish, just to clean the paint before I put the ceramic spray coating that I used. Always a good idea to do that. Polishing not only enhances the paint, it also cleans it to a further degree. So if you want your paint protection to stick better, give it a polish. And if you don't know how to polish, buy a cheap 6-inch dual action with an 8mm oscillation. Put a polish on it. Let's try it out. That combination is very, very light. It's not going to do much of any paint correcting. That's really a finishing step. And can't really burn the paint. It would take, 15 minutes of staying in one spot before you burn the paint. Okay, so the car's washed. I'm going to be using a product that I just got a little sample of. It's CarPro ECH2, Echo 2, ECH02. I forget what it's called. I'll put it on the screen. It's one of the first sort of ceramic spray and rinse products. And they still claim that it's the best in the game and that everything else is just a mimic. But we'll see. I used it on the Honda and it did pretty good. So here I diluted it, I think about maybe 10 or 12 to 1. And it says, 6 to 1. But for maintenance, 10 or 12 to 1. They said to use it. So it has to be a wet surface, and right now it's not. We're going to rinse the rinseless wash off, and then we're going to be putting the ECH2O. ECH2O? I think that's what it's called. The ceramic spray and rinse. So yeah. I wonder if you can tell the difference between the ceramic coated side and the spray coating side. I can see it. Wondering if you can see it. So here's the product. It's in my old protector watch. protector wax, P-Wax by Kashkemi bottle. And this is what it looks like diluted. It looks still pretty concentrated, but we'll see. So I'll spray it on the wheels, the paint, the glass, trim, whatever, and then we'll see how it reacts. I think you're supposed to not wait too long, but I'm pretty good at residue control, so we'll see. It's funny, I've refilled it twice with the CarPro product, and I still smell the protector wax. Anyway, strong chemicals. Let's see how it does. Oh yeah, see the residue? That residue is crazy. I really ate my words there. All right, I'm just gonna rinse it one more time, and I'll show you guys how to take care of residue like this. So in cases like this, I actually just use Rinseless wash on this. You could actually dry it like this. You might be taking off the residue with just the towel and the product that's on the surface, because it's clearly a really strong product, even though it's heavily diluted. That everything's just really streaky right now. But the towel will probably pick it up. I'll just help it along. So just add a little bit of Rinseless wash. Let it sit for a minute. I'll go get my big fluffy towel, and we'll go from there. Even the plastic trim is streaky. That is crazy. I'm not sure what's in that stuff, but glad I'm outside using it. There. Let that sit for a minute. Oh yeah, super slippery. So cool. So definitely working. Let me pull you in. See if you can see what I see. You see the streaks? Kind of hard to see. Take a microfiber towel. No more streaks. So it's going to be the same on the paint, on the glass, on the trim. Now this could be because I use Rinseless, but it could also just be sort of the nature of the product. You still have to work it in with a towel. I can tell it's gonna last quite a bit of time though, so that's good. Just gonna take sort of a couple swipes. This is not ideal. I don't use this product every day, so I don't know its limitations. I'm not afraid to use products that I've never used, sort of feel out how it works. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I wouldn't consider this a mistake so much as a learning opportunity. Definitely really happy I have Rinseless wash though. The gloss is nice. The paint that's not rusty is in half decent shape too, so there is that. Hopefully you can tell on the camera that it doesn't look too bad. The trim might just have to sort of off gas by itself. I'll give it a little bit of help. But the trim is a little bit wonky right now from this product. Here, let's try this other towel. This one definitely needs a wash. Feel like there's a little bit of bead maker left in it. That's okay. A lot of flies sticking to this car. Feel like they like the smell of it. There's a difference in texture between what I wiped off and what I didn't. So that's a good indicator. CarPro makes good products. Not every single one of them, but they make good products. Definitely not a, a sort of a consumer brand. It's really more of a professional grade company. I could see how you could do like a wash clay seal with a product like this, because it's like silky smooth under the towel. It's hard to describe. It's very, very smooth. It feels like bead maker, but it feels it has a different texture than bead maker. Hard to describe. Spray and rinse products are cool because they'll get everywhere. They'll get in places that you didn't even, if you're doing it by hand, and they'll get in the cracks and the crevices. And then when you wipe, you're spreading and leveling the product. But if you're just doing a paste wax or a spray wax dry by hand, you might forget or not touch a lot of places. And with the pressure rinse and a spray product, it'll get to the places that, you didn't even touch, but you have to dry. So all the places that you're drying, you're essentially, waxing or spray waxing, whatever you want to call it. Does the car look good from there? See the red pop? Mazda just makes such a nice red. One of the most expensive colors to paint, but it's so beautiful. Okay, I see a lot of residue there. So in the sunshine, I could see this sort of a smearing. So it looks like oil. It looks like when you're wiping off compound and there's a bit of residue left and you use the light. That's what I could see here. So this product definitely needs a lot less time on the panel before you rinse it. But man, after you get the residue off and you level it, it's silky smooth. Okay, I'm gonna get another towel. Here, let's try this one more time, because it's just loading up with product and then it's sort of smearing. So brought to you by Mazda Rust. Okay, a little bit of smearing there, not a big deal. This is not something that regular people will see. Just people like you and me will see. And the water dried on the windshield, but because there's that spray wax on it and the rinseless wash, no water spots. Everything wipes away nice and easily, and just feels, oh my god, feels really, really slick. Feels super smooth. I didn't do a decon or anything, just a regular wash. But just under my hands, feels great. All right, so finish off the wheels. Like I said, these were caked, and they're never going to be 100%. I don't want them to be 100%. They are used wheels, and they're pretty old. Can't polish this because it's satin matte finish. It just doesn't work. It has to be repainted, and I'm fine with the way that it is. So just dry up some of the water, wipe some of the residue of that spray wax because it's everywhere. All right, and I'll show you something. This is Silk Shine from Chemical Guys. There's two products I like from Chemical Guys: Silk Shine and VRP. For me, this is great, really cheap, really effective. It's great on rubber, it's great on interiors. That's it. It looks nice, it smells nice, works. For the tires, I don't care that it smells nice, but it does work really, really nice. It's a good water-based dressing, so that's what I have on hand. I've used VRP before, then I bought this. This works really well too. But this is the only two products from Chemical Guys that I'll ever purchase. So let's see what it looks like on the tires. That. And just massage it in. Let's get it all. Cool applicator because of the angle. So at the bottom, you can still get the inside of the tire there. And you got a nice little handle for your hands. And there you go. Really good dressing. It dries, pretty quickly and doesn't sling on the car. Doesn't the car look great? I'm not talking about the damage or the rust. I'm just talking about the overall gloss, tire shine. Car's already getting dusty. Living under a tree. That's okay. It means I get to wash it again. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned a little something today on our exterior wash, or you just had fun and enjoyed, as I do. I've been absent for a few weeks, just taking some time to myself, just to clear my head a little bit, give me some mental clarity and some space. We all need that sometimes, and that's okay. So today we used just a wheel and tire cleaner. Choose whichever product you like. In it, I used a little bit of iron remover just to help combat some of that brake dust that's been sitting. I did store it in the shed over winter. I'm not sure that's that. I'm not sure if I washed them or not. They came out okay. The barrels look terrible, but the face came out okay, especially with the spray wax and then doing the final touch up with the microfiber. So we used a wheel tire cleaner, a little bit of iron remover, then I used Chemical Guys Silk on the tires. On the paint, all we used was DIY Detail Rinseless Wash version 2 and 256:1. That's in the pump sprayer and in the bucket with my favorite sponge that I've had for a few years now. So should probably get a new one, but it's the Rag Company Ultra Black sponge. And for the paint, for protection, we used CarPro ECH20. I still see a little bit of residue on the car, so I'll take care of that. But yeah, that's all we used today. Detailing is not complicated. You don't need 20,000 products. You just need a few. You can get along with very few and have incredible results. It's not about the products. It's not about the price of the products. It's not about the brand. It's importantly the care that you put into the car. It's the time that you take, the effort that you take, you know, learning the skills and all, and just enjoying the process. You don't need to spend a lot of money. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for coming back. For all my returning subscribers, if you guys have any videos you'd like to see for this spring and this summer, let me know. I'm listening. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you can hear me over this wind, because that'd be terrible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.